Paranoia Agent. Yeah, this is a different one. This one's a little more realistic in the sense of how it's designed. Not saying that, what goes on is realistic. I mean, if it really is, it's actually kind of a scary anime when you think about it. But, kind of a weird show. But I mean realistic in the sense that it looks like, it takes place in Japan, literally, and the characters literally look halfway Japanese. But, I first heard about this anime from, I was watching it on Adult Swim. I think this was around the time when they were showing, like, so many animes. Like they were showing off, Bleach, Inuyasha, or they were getting close to finishing Inuyasha, Samurai Champloo, and this show, Paranoia Agent. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Oh yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist. This was when, like, the original was still going on. In America, at least. I mean, of course, it's obviously over now, and I actually saw the last episode of that. Anyway. At first, I don't think I really understood what was going on. I felt like this was, like, literally a murder story, and, like, characters would actually be killed. And, of course, we're wrong, because, I'm just going to go ahead and say this, For those of you who have watched this, and this is a little bit of a spoiler for those who are watching it or haven't, but a little slugger, the killer kid, it's obvious, by the end of the series, it's apparent that Little Slugger is not only a created sort of entity of the artist girl's imagination, but it's also a bit of a metaphor of finally giving in to whatever happens, like whatever sort of situation that you're in, and in a way he almost symbolizes stress or something. And while there are some episodes that sort of show off a real version of Little Slugger, one of them I'm not even sure really exists. But one episode in particular that I feel like strengthens my argument on the whole metaphorical sense of Little Slugger is the episode where they show the guy and he's like jogging and he's in like some sweatsuits. He keeps running by and it keeps showing him like punching stuff, and then it starts showing cupcakes, fries, hot dogs, and he's punching that stuff. It symbolizes that he's trying to lose weight. He's trying to lose weight, and he's trying to avoid the craving, the desire to eat junk food, and he really wants to. And I think Little Slugger comes in and hits him at some point. I mean, obviously Little Slugger didn't really come in and hit him. It was him sort of caving in, and he probably ate junk food and passed out or something. That's what I think. I mean, you're free to disagree. But, And, there are episodes where, like, they show off, the kid who looks like Little Slugger being questioned by the police, and he's like, dude, this new video game came out, and blah, 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 blah. And, of course, excuse me, my ear was a little itchy. They show, like, sometimes scenes of, like, people getting hit, and it turns out to not be Little Slugger, but it's someone else. Then there's one episode with, like, the lady, which is, like, one of the later episodes I saw, and, like, it shows, like, a giant version of Little Slugger. He's like, roar! And he's apparently mad, but, like, the mom is, like, friggin' psycho-talking him and, like, brutally raping him. It's kind of funny, in my opinion. That was sort of an odd episode. Another episode that stood out to me was the episode with the suicidal people. The people with, like, the little girl who was suicidal, the old man who was suicidal, and that one guy who was suicidal. It was so weird. And they, were embracing Little Slugger, and it's like, go away. I'm not sure how that one kind of fits in. I kind of watched this, in the same way I watch, most anime at night. When I was just leaving the TV on, I was sleeping, and, the volume was down really low, and while I was trying to sleep, I would, catch glimpses of it. So I'd be, just laying there trying to fall asleep or whatever. So I don't exactly know too much. Then I remember, the, detective guy who, like, literally goes into his own world. I think that's a metaphor of, just not caring anymore, and he just goes off in his own little world. And then that one detective guy who, like, goes crazy and becomes, like, a superhero and then kills Little Slugger, metaphorically. Then everything goes back to normal, I think. And it's funny, like, he finally gets it, and then that little thing, and they show, like, the little girl in her uniform, because she's apparently no longer an adult who's stressed about her animation job. And, all that stuff. a lot of these characters are really stressed, about life. Like, the first character who we see get attacked by Little Slugger is stressed about her job at, at work, how she's a character designer, or maybe a character artist. I think character designer, though. But, that's kind of sad. And then there's the one guy who's like working for like an animation company. He keeps messing everything up, and he's probably stressed because his boss keeps yelling at him. And it's kind of funny because they show a scene where like the director guy's going crazy, like, "Good job. Now we can just send the video over." And then like he gets like smacked in the head. It's so weird. That's definitely a weird show. Then I remember like the girl who ran away from home, and she wants to forget everything, and she gets amnesia, which causes her dad to become mentally insane. Then I don't think necessarily like completely insane, because there's a part where like he like starts weeping or something. And of course, she seems really happy now. I remember one thing that I kind of liked, where they showed her stripping in her room, and there was apparently a camera taking pictures. And she has like a friggin' heart attack. She's like, "What the fuck?" And she goes Super Saiyan, and shoots a Kamehameha. Everyone dies, and that's the end of the anime. No. She throws up too in her mouth too, and then she throws up again. Then it shows her wiping her mouth, and she has like this weird smile. It's like, what is wrong with you? Such a weird show. What else? Another episode I remember, and the first episode where they showed like the girl, and she showed her being really stressed out and tired, and she was wearing a blouse. One of my favorite scenes where they show her kind of sweating or panting, and it's a see-through shirt. It's like they obviously did that. It's so funny. Fountain service, and you can see her bra, and I obviously whipped out my wiener. No, I'm just kidding. That was kind of gross. Don't hold against me if I say perverted stuff, Anyway, in this anime, I don't even know who voice acts in the Japanese version. I literally have no idea. But it was interesting to watch. I'd recommend it if you want to sort of watch something and sort of test your mind. I mean, it's probably not that hard for most people to sort of understand, but yeah. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. You can go watch it if you want. I don't know who does the dub. I think somebody. I don't know. But yeah, see you guys later.